Hello folks, I want to talk about, something you could probably practice to help your finger picking a little bit. It's using the forward momentum. Now, I always found personally the forward momentum is probably one of the hardest things to kind of get right. you know uh, I found it easier when I was going, say, doing going backwards with the A finger, the ring finger first, going back kind of. You hear that on the tremolo as well. But I found that when I was going forwards, going as in from thumb to the little finger in that direction, I wasn't as fluent or as quick doing it, or it didn't sound as fluid. I found this exercise quite helpful to do it, and what prompted me to do this exercise. Actually, my teacher I went to for about 3 years, he was the only teacher I went to who taught me classical wise, but he he suggested this because I wanted to do this piece. It's a very well-known kind of Spanish piece called Asturias, but there's a part in it where it goes, and it kind of goes. As you can tell, it's not very easy for me still. But basically you're doing that PIM movement, and what I found would kind of tighten me up to do it was to practice the G scale. It's just something that you might find useful to learn just before you kind of do things like that, because you can also alternate this in other ways, and I'll talk about that a little bit later. So basically you could pick your G major scale, which is okay, but use the I on the G string and the M on the B string. So you'd be going, so that'll be your first particle, and then carry on doing it the rest of the scale in them triplets. And then do it descending as well. And then you just you have to start doing it slowly, and then just build it up nice and easy, but make it sound nice and fluid, that kind of thing, and then of course you can apply that to other things. I mean, you can apply it to and work it around chords, because it doesn't necessarily have to be strictly an up and down scale. I mean, that thing that I showed you, going into a Lydian thing there, you know. You know, you could change the. You don't necessarily have to follow a scale with it, and that's the important thing. It's all about discovering the how you can mess around the bass notes. It doesn't necessarily have to be. It could be. Playing the same thing, and that's what it's all about. And you just mess around with that. I mean, you get plenty of exercise. You know, it'll throw you at first, so that's why you have to do it nice and slow. But I think this would be very helpful to kind of get your head around some of this stuff, because to me it's not very easy to get your head around stuff like that. And when you do have your head around that, then of course you could do something on a very similar vein and use the M finger first. In other words, you could go so it'd be there. And it kind of opens up your your style, and it opens up the sounds of the guitar a lot more to do these kind of things. And that's only just picking from 3 fingers, you know. So it just, you know, you can do things like that with other chords as well. You can move that around the guitar in many ways, and it really helps how the guitar sounds and the dynamics of it, you know, everything like that, you know. So I hope this can help you, and I hope you can, you know, give it a go, and any feedback greatly appreciated. Okay, thanks.